I'm actually having fun with this, Richard, and I know that we're going to have more fun with it. So
we've gone an hour already. My goodness, time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, I'm David Ingram,
and I'm Richard Pitt.
And this is the first time that we're changing the format of what Around the World was. Around the World started off as something that I wanted to do to answer tax questions from around the world. And you have to remember, Richard, when we were conceiving of this thing, I was getting sometimes 50 tax questions a day in print on my email address. I'm not getting them now. Today it's more like 6 or 7 or 8, which is a sign of the worldwide economy.
In the toilet.
Because my questions come from around the world. I was getting as many from Saudi Arabia as I was getting from South America, from Venezuela, from Antarctica.
Yeah.
We had a penguin catcher in Antarctica who's American.
I got halfway through that. You got a penguin giving you a tax question.
No, a penguin catcher. Yes, a guy, because there's 12,000 people down in Antarctica and all these little camps and stuff that are there through the Antarctic winter.
Have to file their tax.
And they've got if they're from most of them, if they're from wherever their home country is, on their home country base, are still considered to be residents of their country, so they got to file a tax return. Americans have to file their tax return.
April 30th. Well, no, they're out of the country, so
they get to June 15th.
Or something.
So I thought that I would do this so that all these people, and I'd tell them, and we put a free telephone line in over North America, and nobody was phoning. Or some people, but
one
night we actually had 7 people phone, and
I think 3 of those were contrived. Though you actually told them to phone because you wouldn't answer the question any other way.
Well, what I ended up doing was, instead of answering questions on the emails, I started telling people to phone in a 3-hour period, and we'd answer the question. And I don't think that in the 9 months that we've been at it so far, the 10 months, I guess, I don't think, do you think we had 50 people phone? I don't think so.
Not on tax questions.
No, not on tax questions. And not on tax or immigration questions. It just didn't happen. So all the effort I was putting in.
Had some interesting investment questions for Dan and Fred. But
all the information I was putting out, or the exercise I was putting out to do it, was taking me 5 hours a program.
Yep.
And the worst part of it was,
it was cutting into your income.
Well, no, it wasn't that. I felt tacky begging for questions.
Yeah.
I mean, I charge $450.
Let's beg for money instead.
Yeah, well, okay, we'll do that too. If you want to send us a donation, you can do that. I don't want to get into donations too much tonight.